Hello, and this is a short explanation video about what exactly it means when a skill says X% damage times Y versus when a skill says X% damage times Y max Z hits. So, naturally, the question people have is what is the difference between 1368 times 3 max 9 hits and just 1368 times 27? So, what it means when something is of the form X% damage times Y max Z hits is that there is some parameter, whether that parameter is distance, time, or area, that the skill will apply its damage over. So in my example of Lightning Spear, this little line segment that you see, there are 9 instances of 1368 times 3 damage contained within this line segment. And what's interesting is they aren't exactly uniformly distributed. So the skill has sour spots and sweet spots. The first sour spot is right in front of me. The next sour spot is at the very end. And the sweet spot is in the middle. Now, unless you have a target with an extremely large hitbox, you cannot apply the full 1368 times 27 to it. So I'm going to demonstrate the way that this particular skill works using my on-hit Grim Reaper elixir. First I have to take damage. Well then, there we go. So you see that every time I land a successful hit on something, I gain 1 health. I have to take a little bit more damage. Okay, I have a different idea. There we go. So when I hit this with my lightning spear, let me auto regen one more time. At a sweet spot, you will see that I regained 10 health, indicating that 10 total ticks of the skill hit. I don't have 100% hit rate against these, and at that particular sweet spot, it applies 4 instances of 1368 times 3, so it had a maximum hit of 12 times. Now, in the sour spot, let me wait for one more regen, 19. Now it went up to only to 24, because in the sour spot, there are only 2 instances of 1368 times 9, or times 3. So yeah, that's how that works. Now, to give an example of a skill that uses time as the parameter. Here we go. And we'll go this one. So attack damage 1408 times 1, maximum 27 hits. Now, actually, the first thing I want to say is that they aren't always consistent with how they do this. For example, Lava Field says 1000 damage times 23, but this is a skill that stays there for quite a while, and you're definitely not guaranteed to hit something with all of the ticks. It's little different than Blizzard, which is of the form X% damage times Y max Z hits. So they aren't always consistent, and some skills probably should have one form versus the other. But oh well, these things happen. So yes, for example with Blizzard, this one's... Let me aggro another. It's a skill that takes a very, very, very long time to cast. So it stands to reason that you aren't necessarily going to apply all of the damage to one thing. Now again, like I said, they're not completely consistent, and the same is true for other skills. In fact, like even if I cancel out of my water sphere at the right time, I can have it only cast 1 out of the 5 ticks. But it generally, if something is of the form X% damage times Y, That means it's going to dump all of its damage in a relatively short period of time, and it's not going to have significant sweet spots and sour spots, except sometimes at the very, very, very edges or something like that of the skill. So yeah, that's what that means. So of course, like Cataclysm, 1364 times 7. It just kind of dumps all of its damage in one go. And whether I hit something at the edge of this skill or right in front of me, it's going to take about the same damage. But again, the same cannot be said for Lightning Spear. But actually, let me show you the best possible sweet spot with it, because the Crabriba is a large thingy. You have to kill this, but not that. Okay. So watch this. Let me evasion debuff it, just because why not? Then you have 39. Now you have 60. That hit 21. That is the best sweet spot you can hope for against something with a medium-sized hitbox. Bosses, sometimes I can get 24 hits. So yeah. Like I said, sometimes the parameter is area. For example, Magma Bomb, before they changed it, used to be that. The sweet spot was, okay, it was kind of weird. I'm kind of glad they changed it. Or the parameter can be a distance, like with my Lightning Spear, where some areas of this line segment will have more instances of 1368 times 3 contained in them. Or it can be time with a long cast skill like Blizzard, where, yeah, definitely not the full damage of Blizzard. So I hope that somewhat clarified this.